Why is everyone looking at me? Is there something on my face?
Hey, look. It's Rosie.
Rosie?
Huh? Rosie? Who's that?
It's Rosie. She's here.
Hey, Rosie.
Why is everyone calling me that?
Well, you certainly made a name for yourself. Not in a favorable way, though. This picture of you spread like wildfire since you were gone for a week.
Huh?
But don't worry, it's just a thing that will die out in a month or two.
Okay.
And, yeah, I'm only here to see if you're alright. That was a really nasty fall. Plummeting face first to the ground isn't an ideal scenario for someone who's a face of a brand. Or an idol, for that matter.
Yeah, don't worry about that. At least I got some more work done because I was excused from school. I am required to be flawless and beautiful. I'm someone who people look up to. Someone who's not supposed to be seen hurt. I want that every time someone looks at me, I'll devoid them of all their worries. But if you cut me, I'll still bleed. But that's what editors are for, right? Oh, have you opened your present I gave you? So brightly, so lovely, most likely. Sonic? Sonic! Don't leave me! Please! I'm sorry! You're the one I'll love.
Hey, Rosie. You okay? You're sweating a lot.
Oh, Lily! I didn't see you come in. What's up?
I just wanted to make sure everything was alright. You looked like you were in pain.
Don't worry. I was, taking a nap.
Oh, sorry for disturbing you then. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to you last week. I wish I could have been there to help. I thought I'd make you feel better by buying you tickets to an upcoming concert nearby. You know Sweet Amy, right? It would be really nice if you can come with me, Rosie. You remind me of her a little bit. Your bubbly personality, your voice.
What? Me? That's crazy. I know her, yes, but I wouldn't say I'm a big fan. Did you just call me Rosie?
Oh, sorry. Am I not supposed to call you that?
Well, now that you say it, it doesn't sound so bad. Since I was gone for a while, I'm behind a lot on assignments, and I really have to work on them. I'm very sorry, but I have to pass. I really would join you if I can. And you must have spent a lot of money on that. It's best to sell the extra ticket to a fan who deserves it more than me. Or maybe invite another friend of yours. Yeah!
I understand. I wish you the best of luck.
Of course! That was a close call. And she seems very wealthy. I know I've seen her before somewhere.
She is Amy, no doubt about it. I'm glad she's all better.
Mr. Shadow! I didn't know you became her fan as well. Have you been to one of her concerts?
Of course I have.
Aw, I'm so jealous! I really want to go to one of her concerts. concerts, but tickets are so expensive and they sell out so quickly. But that's okay, because she went to visit me a few weeks ago. I couldn't help but cry again. Miss Amy's so beautiful and charming of clothes.
She went to your house?
Mm-hmm. She stayed with us for a while, and I couldn't resist asking for a picture.
Should have asked for that.
And she gave me her phone number so we could keep in touch. When she's not busy, that is.
Should have asked for that too.
What's wrong, Mr. Shadow? You love Miss Amy, don't you? I knew it! You got jealous, huh? I don't blame you. Everyone loves her after all.
I can name someone who doesn't.
So, have you confessed yet?
No.
Why?
Though I thought about it before, I know I'd get rejected right away. She doesn't have a reason to date me, nor do I have a chance, and it's like she would have time for relationships given her work. I am her fan, and I'm okay with that.
That's fair, but you can't just keep your feelings for her hidden away. You'll live forever, and we will not. I'm sorry if I got a bit personal. That was very rude of me.
No, you're right. She wouldn't live as long as I can, and I won't wait until I realize it's too late. You said she gave you your phone number, yes? Give it to me.
Jealous much? Oh, I don't know.
I'll give you tickets.
But they're all sold out.
I have my ways. Right around this time, someone out there should be selling those tickets for twice the price.
You're paying that much? You really don't have to.
Do you want the tickets or not?
Of course I do.
Very well then. As soon as I give you the tickets, you'll give me her phone number. Deal?
Deal.
Now that I think about it, I've never seen Tails around before. What happened to him? Wherever he is, I hope he's doing okay. This isn't the first time I've snuck into Eggman's lab, so I should be fine. Not this. It should be here somewhere. If only Eggman's tech isn't so hard to find on hardwares.
Sorry, miss, but I'm afraid your robotics class would be in the next 2 days and 14 hours.
I was just...
Whatever you're doing is prohibited. You're foolish to think you won't get caught.
Tails?
So, unless you have a good explanation as to why you're meddling with school equipment with no permission, I'll expel you myself.
It's me! Amy!
Amy? It is you.
Long time no see.
Why? When? How? Why didn't you tell me sooner?
I did want to tell you, but I just couldn't find you. I was hoping you'd see the big announcement that I was coming back and...
About that, I really tried to keep up with your updates and concerts, but I had so much work to do. I'm sorry, I haven't been a very supportive
No,
friend.
don't apologize. You don't owe me anything. I'm glad to know that you're fine. Sort of. You know, I also took the robotics course in the hopes of seeing you. I kept looking, but you're just not anywhere, and I got worried.
I'm not a student anymore. I just became a professor this year, actually.
Already? What do you teach?
Quantum physics. Well, I did take robotics when I was a student. you're right about that. And I even helped Dr. Robotnik build robots that help people. But I just want to learn something new, and I got too invested on learning more about the multiverse. Probably because it's a popular theme on movies these days. Did you know that all timelines and alternate universes are linear and move at the same pace as everything else? I've discovered that based on the development of our existing tech, multi-universal travel could be possible in about 500 years. And the only way people could hop onto other universes is if their society is way advanced than ours, and otherworldly power sent them to this universe, or if they're also a time traveler. All these years of research led me to think that there are also special stones, just like the Chaos Emerald, scattered around the multiverse, that could give someone the power of dimensional hopping. I also discovered that all existing universes is based on one true timeline, and every time a decision greatly impacts the course of time, it'll create a new timeline, making about infinite possibilities branching out every single second. But even if there are infinite possibilities, these possibilities are predetermined and are absolute. That means the only way the course of the timeline can break is if someone from another universe tampers with it. Though there are situations where someone from another universe tampers with our timeline to probably help us out on defeating a greater evil, but our universe still kept intact. Why is that? Because those good guys like Blaze and Little Sonic traveled here for the greater good. It wasn't for heinous or selfish desires, and the universe greatly favors heroes that were only trying to stop beings that can and will harm the universe. You know what's scary? Is that I know sometimes someone out there is actively pursuing these stones to ultimately fulfill their desires and create a world of their image, a world they desperately want to live. It may not happen now, but it can be now, given that this is a universe. In simple terms, just like in the video games, the multiple endings, there are predetermined decisions that would lead to ending A, B, C, D, and more. If somebody would mess with the course of the game and over modify it, the glitches and the crashes of the game, unless they... Oh, I'm sorry. Too much?
Not at all. I'm very glad your passion for stuff like these never changed. It's admirable, Tails.
It's Dr. Miles per hour.
Miles!
Anyway, what are you doing here?
Well, I was planning to build a little personal project for myself, and I have no idea where to get the tech you have here. So, I decided to sneak in and get a little bit of the things I need, and I'll just pay for it. I mean, I really would have asked for help, but I couldn't find you. Everyone in the school doesn't take me seriously. The only two people I think would help me are in Med and Sonic. Pretty sure he doesn't want to talk to me.
You really won't get anything from that slob.
Miles? How could you say that?
What? It's true.
He's our friend.
Not anymore. You don't understand.
Hey. What happened?
When do I even start?
Can't say I'm surprised.
AKA working for Eggman.
Okay, I know it sounds sketchy. Professor, I've been thinking. I should have asked this earlier, but may I ask what made you quit villainy?
The simple answer to that is age, mostly. I'm only going to get older and older while you kids get to grow up and start your own life. I must have robbed you and your friends a normal childhood, and I sure wasted my prime trying to kill you. So I thought that enough is enough. I've served my purpose, and that is being the villain for you heroes to shine. You know, most people are still skeptical of my sudden change of heart, especially Sonic. And I know you still don't fully trust me. I understand. But at least, despite that, you considered me a friend. Heck, I think you're the first living thing that ever called me a friend. Really puts into perspective how truly miserable I am.
Tails, it's past midnight. Where have you been?
Just had to do some extra programming, that's all.
Seriously? You shouldn't be doing that amount of work the entire day. You're not even getting paid.
Come on, you risked your life multiple times to save the world, and you expected nothing in return.
Yeah, but... not to mention, all this for Eggman?
It's not just for Eggman. And besides, it's not like anybody else wants to hear about my ideas for hours.
Hey, I want to hear about your ideas. I promise, I'll listen.
Okay, I was thinking, I'm planning to do personal projects myself, like recreating tech from sci-fi films. I don't have the funds for it, but... It's 12 p.m. already? Sonic may have ignored me last night, but it was very late, and he needs his sleep. No biggie. Though I haven't seen him around since this morning.
Yeah. Eggman was always a mischievous genius who wanted to take over the world.
Do you always eat chili dogs?
So what's it like being the fastest thing alive?
Are you okay, Miles?
What's with the Dr. Frankenstein getup?
It's lab safety gear. Duh.
Tails, you know I only have 3 fears, and that's spiders, losing my legs, and you becoming a mad scientist.
What about water?
I'm not afraid of water. It's more like I just hate it when I go under it. I'm unable to run. Kinda like losing my legs in a way. I just don't like how restricting it is.
Ah, I see. And no, I'll never be a mad scientist. Come on.
Why do you need lab gear when you only do programming?
Well, earlier, Dr. Robotnik offered me to be his protege.
Protege?
Yeah, and that means I get to know more details that weren't mentioned in classes. Techniques, codes, blueprints. And if I keep being an intern, I could be a licensed professional by next year. What's wrong?
Nothing. Happy for you, bud.
Sonic?
It's just weird how you could forgive him so easily after everything he put us through.
I'm sorry. I really thought you'd understand.
No, I understand. I understand. I get it. But that doesn't mean I... Never mind. I'm getting some sleep.
I get what you mean. I know you're worried for me and the others, but you just have to see for yourself why I genuinely think he changed. Isn't that what you stand for, Sonic? For bad people to change? To give them a chance?
But that's the thing with Eggman. He never changes. You could have seen the many times he pleaded he changed when I corner him and he immediately set me up.
Look, I only agreed to be his protege because I'd have a chance to finally prove to everyone that I can be a capable hero too. Just like you.
Let's just forget about this argument, okay?
Alright. Good night, Sonic.
Why does it have to be Eggman of all people? I know you could do it. You're a genius on your own, and you're a hero enough to everyone without his help.
Drop it.
If Amy and Knuckles were here, they say the same thing.
Please stop.
You know he's the reason they left, right?
No! You're only
Huh?
placing the blame entirely on the professor because you want to keep lying to yourself. People do change. You changed for the worst. Why can't you let me live my life, Sonic? Do you just want me to be your sidekick forever, huh? You don't want me to let me be my own person? I can't even make my own fucking decisions anymore without your snarky tongue having a say about it. Oh, I'm sorry that I can't be meek, dependent little tails anymore. I'm so sorry for valuing myself and everyone else over your feelings for once. You're so self-absorbed. You think I'll always go with whatever you think is right. You can't even admit to your own mistakes. You're the reason Amy left, and you know it. Goodbye, Sonic.
Guess that's the breakup.
And after that, we didn't speak to each other for a long time. Until a few days before your birthday. I tried to at least reason with him, so we can come see you together. It's me, Tails. About what happened months ago. I'm sorry, alright? I just really need your help. If you don't want to talk or be friends again, I get it. I'm doing this for Amy. You promised we'll try and find Amy for her birthday this year. You have contact with Knuckles, right? Well, let me talk to him.
Don't bother.
And look, I don't have a lot of time to look for her, so that's why I need your help.
I said don't bother. Amy doesn't need us. Knuckles told me she's already living the life she wanted out there. And I don't think she wants us to find her. Wouldn't be surprised if she'd forgotten our names. You know, it's best we don't even try. At least you can continue doing your work uninterrupted. Isn't that what you want?
And that's it. You really won't get any help from Sonic. Huh?
It's all my fault. It's all my fault. It's all my fault.
Hey, it's not. Amy, I completely understand why you would want to leave.
It's not because of him. It's not because of anyone. I just felt like you guys didn't need me anymore.
Amy, that's not true. You're the heart of our team. You're the one that breaks the fights. The one that everyone listens to. And without you holding us together, we fell apart. And I'm not saying that's your responsibility. I'm saying that you're just as important as everyone else and never ever think you're useless to us.
I'm so sorry.
I know me and Sonic could have handled things a bit differently, but I'm afraid it's too late now.
No! It's not too late. I know Sonic didn't want this to happen either. I know deep in his heart that we are still his friends. We just have to hear him out so he does the same thing. There must be a reason why he acted that way. Remember what I said about talking it out? Well, do just that. You're hurt, and as your friend, I'm not letting that slide. Let's fix this together, alright?
Yeah, if you really think this will work. But first, let's build your hammer.
Let's get to work.
Yeah.
It looks very complicated, but I think we can do it.
I love that you can make your characters say literally anything you want as long as you can voice act them. and I thought it was just Sonic.
This time I'm gonna stay up as much as I can.
Whoa, excessive, don't you think?
Are you sure about testing the hammer out in the open?
Of course. I'm a professor, remember? Not unusual for me to help students out with their projects.
A handle?
First, you need to wear this band around your palm. Press the button and then
Whoa!
voila! I snuck in some of my own tech to your hammer. Nanotech. Not my invention, but it's one of my specialties.
So that's what all the extra codes are all about. I mean, it's cool that it's lightweight and portable, but we all have hammer space, don't we?
Oh no, that's not all of its features. You notice how it flew right on your hand once you press the button? You can summon it anywhere, anytime, as long as you're the registered owner of the hammer. Or if you're worthy.
Huh? Worthy?
Anyway, and I know how you want to be a big part of the creative process. So, the painting and design is all up to you.
I see.
For now, let's test it out, just in case anything needs fixing. How about you start by hitting that little rogue robot over there? I would love to see our best hammer wielder at work again.
Well, it's been a while.
Just don't get too overboard that you might destroy the little guy.
Whoa, that feels really good.
Right? Now let's see what we have here. I've been seeing this one fly around the Institute for weeks. It never seems to run out of batteries. Amazing. I've never seen this bot before, but the design feels so familiar. I have to find out who made this. I'll be at my lab. See you tomorrow.
See you! And oh, thank you so much for helping me out. I'll make up for it, I promise.
You don't have to, it's fine. Have fun with it, alright?
It's finally looking the way I wanted. Took me 2 hours, but who cares? Thankfully, Lily is out for the night. I have the whole room to myself. Wait, since this is a powered hammer, it would need charging. How could I forget to ask Tails how to charge it? Oh! Chaos energy should be compatible with any technology, right?
What? Eggman Industries? If this was a new model, I would have been told. He would have asked for my opinion, or at least let me know of its existence. It should have been registered to his line of inventions immediately before anyone could see it. I would have seen these bots being manufactured. I would have seen records. If this was a singular experiment, he should have noticed that it escaped. There must be a mistake. There's no way. Don't tell me that. No. No.
Oh, to deceive and outsmart a fox. How ironic. Yes.